fact, this is more like the practical aspect of studies of law. So whatever you do, just like you have to practicalize it. So there's that competition that is more like extracurricular activity where the students are made to demonstrate what happened or to ask what happened in the courtroom. So in this case, you have lawyers, you have judges who will come around to come and guide and then, as it were, and ensure that the students have the opportunity to be able to. So they do a lot of argument. In other jurisdictions or other schools, you will say debates. So you do a lot of advocacy, one team on the other side and the other team on the other side. So you argue and against and for. And this is to ensure that when you come out from school, you already have the energy, you already have the confidence to be able to stand, argue your case, and then to be able to articulate as well as you want to do. So a lot of the schools are organizing some of these moot court activities, and one of them that is being put together is African Law Students Association. They are putting up a moot court competition, and they have named it after one astute lawyer who has been a chief state attorney. A chief state attorney is somebody who has moved through the ranks of a state attorney, assistant state attorney, senior state attorney, principal state attorney to the chief state attorney. So somebody who has been within the attorney general circle for a very, very long time. Of course, when you get to a chief state attorney level, you're a senior person. You could have practiced for more than 20, almost, it should be at least 25 years of practice to be able to get to the rank of a chief state attorney. It works with the Ministry of Energy. So they named this moot court competition after her, and the name is Sarah Fafa Bodo. But of course, let's go and hear from that launch. In fact, it was launched, and guess who was there? Kwesi Agbesi Jakpasu, the current Ghana Bar Association Greater Accra region president, and he's also vying for the national president of Ghana, GBA. He was there to through his support and also through the GBA support behind this moot court competition. Let's go and hear from lawyer Kwesi Agbesi Jakpasu.
You may often hear that as a lawyer, you're only as good as your brief. That may be simplistic, as your poor advocacy in court can actually result in judgment against your client, even though you have a fantastic brief. About 30 years ago, when I commenced studies as a law student, I used my long vacations to shadow an uncle of mine in the course in Kumasi. These experiences helped prepare me for my moot court examination during my professional training at the Ghana School of Law, and has shaped my advocacy at the bar. Participating in moot court helps a great deal in preparing law students for advocacy work in the courtroom and other dispute settlement fora. The act of speaking, listening when your colleague is on his feet, doing quick research on your phone or laptop whilst listening to the submissions of your colleague on his feet will be part of your lives till death. So as you prepare for this competition, remember that if you get the fundamentals right at this stage, you have the potential to get it right when you start your professional lives as advocates. Remember that good advocacy based on sound law will help shape the future of the concept of justice. I wish to commend my learned friend Sarah Fafakbodo for finding time, despite her busy schedule as Director Legal at the Energy Ministry, to mentor law students and young lawyers. I wish to commend the African Law Students Association for promoting this competition. On behalf of the Greater Accra Bar, I wish you a successful competition. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that is lawyer Kwesi Jakpasu. In fact, he is aspiring to become the president of Ghana Bar Association, the national president. So he was there to pledge the support of the regional bar to this very exercise, the moot court competition put together by the African Law Students Association. But of course, let's hear from the woman herself, Sarah Fafakbodo, the person who was named after this moot court competition, what she has to say.
I've been working with the law students, both undergrad and then at the Ghana Law School. They always call on me for help because I years back, I found a foundation really to impact on the young ones coming up. I realized that there is a gap between the law students undergrad and then the profession itself. So it's a platform that I'm really passionate about to really mentor them, empower them to really join the legal profession and make it a success.
If you look at the kind of people that you brought together to deliver speeches and all that, how do you see this whole competition like?
I think it's something that has come to stay. I mean, like if you heard from Professor Abochi, sometimes you launch these big things and it doesn't see the light of day. One thing that anybody knows about me, I'm a very passionate person. And I really will not put my name to something that I will look at it and see it die. And it's also very fulfilling to really always give back. And it's something that is a second nature to me, giving back. I've learned a lot from great people. I've been mentored by a lot of intelligent and successful lawyers, and it's just in line that I always also have to really mentor a lot of these young ones coming up who really look up to me and come to me for a lot of help, and both in the professional field and also personally. And
so that is Sarah Fafa Bodo. She Director Legal of the Ministry of Energy, and this whole competition is named after her. So the launch was performed, and the competition itself will come out in the coming days. But let's also hear from the president, the international president of African Law Students Association, those who put together this competition, and they look forward to see a lot of action, a lot of the students take part in this moot competition. Let's hear from Techi Jan Wisdom. First of all, share with us what is this day for?
Actually, this day means a lot to me. I'm very happy to come up with this project because the preparation has been more than 7 months, and I'm very thrilled to have launched this competition, and I know this is the gateway for us to sell Africa's culture to the rest of the other continents, and I'm very happy to be championing this project. Thank you.
We've had a lot of moot court competition. How different is this one?
Trust me, this is going to be exceptional because looking in the history of Africa's legal education, we do not have a common moot court competition that invites other continents to Africa. But this is the very first time Africa is going to receive other people from Australia, Europe, Asia, and all over the world to witness the rich culture Africa has. Thank you.
After this launch, what should your people, law students, look forward to?
After this launch, what they should look forward is nothing but the best because we are releasing the problem question right away of this moot launch, and we are also going to try our best to communicate with our country representative to start with reviewing memorials from their respective countries, and we are also going to try our best to have strong partnership with various bar associations we know in our various the rest of the African countries. Thank you.
So that is the president, Techi Jan Wisdom, international president, African Law Students Association.
So that's it with the moot court.
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe in the coming days, that day when they are doing it, Lantam, I'll carry you along so that you go and witness how it is done.
Well, it will be nice to see.
Absolutely.
But we understand that the case involving the founder of the Heavyweight Champion International Ministry,
yes,
Patricia Siedua,
yes,
affectionately called Nana Agrada.
Nana Agrada.
Yeah.
Yes, Nana Agrada.
Yeah, she's been charged for allegedly sharing nude pictures
of a prophet.
Yes. What's been happening in that case?
This case started sometime at Go at the Circuit Court. She was charged, arraigned, and at the point in time, police prosecutor withdrew the charges, and then she was discharged by the court. Fast forward, the Attorney General took over the case docket, and the advice is that they be arraigned at the High Court. And so last week, Nana Agrada and the others were arraigned, and then they pleaded not guilty to circulation of nude, obscene materials and all that before Justice Mary Mami Ikwe Yenzu. She pleaded not guilty together with the others, granted bail 200,000 Ghana cedis, 2 sureties, and in fact they have been able to meet their bail conditions and all that. But what exactly is this whole case about? Let's hear from the woman herself, Patricia Esiedua, aka Nana Agrada, after she was able to meet her bail conditions.
Mama Pata, a case 2020, and I circuit court 10, and I say Attorney General Alfred Dockett. So almost custody a bar, they will call us. It's a year, I think Monday, and investigator no a friend, a catcher say Dockett no Abba. Now a bar and young court, a year court 10, circuit court, remember high court 3. Yami to be a bed to your BBI boko. I'm a young quantum judge, you know, I'm a you bail. I'm a year meeting your bail conditions. Send any name say Emrano. See a more big bail, Sabi, and Yandia, what they pay for Yanako, a process. And no, I'm a Yachawa, and young quantum, your real process, no. Abia, a year kama. It's a new case of phobia. A 2020 software friend of software peer. They what I police for say a young mama parts. My Sunday a year 7 a better one say their movie. I'm a so Masadiama, a buy will be a friend and said Nana Brown. It's a buy and Nana Brown and they the witness of the case. And the union I seen him some mama parts and send video. It's in the beer, you know. The then Yami has to say, Yanya Bill. Now, one of the machine now, we are meeting the bill condition. Now, Yenina, Yenya Yasuki, the name of no, and yes, and Wufrobia, a Yadana 2020, Yanua.
So that is Nana Agrada or Patricia Esiedua, the founder of Heaven Way Chapel International.
Right.
Speaking to us on last week. After she was arraigned, she pleaded not guilty and was granted bail. She was able to satisfy all the bail conditions. She said that, look, this is not a new matter. This is a matter that surfaced some time ago. The same thing that has been hashed and then brought to the High Court. But for her and the other accused person, they have pleaded their innocence. In fact, initially they challenged the certain errors in the charge sheet. The prosecution led by Stella Ohine Apia, a principal state attorney, said that is immaterial to the subject matter, and the judge allowed that they correct that errors or those errors on the face of the document, and their plea were taken and they pleaded not guilty. So they'll come back in court before a vacation judge in later part in August, but of course the court has also directed the prosecution that within 1 month, 2 months, 4 weeks, 4 weeks, they should file witness disclosure document and witness statement in relation to the case. So in October, the court will meet for case management conference.
All right. So let's talk about some of the cases that we can expect today.
CocoBoard.
Okay, CocoBoard and Beige Bank, right?
Yes.
So with CocoBoard, what's happening in that case?
So the 7th defense witness for businessman Said Wagungu and Agricourt Ghana Limited are expected to come to court and testify in relation to this matter. So gradually, Justice Abuaji Tando's court is making waves of progress in relation to this very case. So today, we'll know more by way of the witness coming in to come and testify. So Dr. Stephen Kobnopuni, Said Wagungu, and Agricourt Ghana Limited are still before the High Court for allegedly they playing a role in the state or for allegedly causing financial loss to the state regarding some little weight liquid fertilizer that they procured for farmers. They have all denied their involvement. They are on bail and the trial is ongoing. Remember, this is the case that started with Justice Clement Hunyenuga retired, a retired Supreme Court judge. They noticed the controversy and all that. So many times they have traveled to the Court of Appeal with the Supreme Court and all that. But still, the case is pending, and it is the third judge that is handling the case now. After the retired Justice Clement Onyenuga, we have Justice Kwesi Anochijima, who came on. And remember, that judge ruled that he is going to hear the case de novo. He's going to start the case afresh. But Attorney General challenged it, went to the Court of Appeal. Court of Appeal overturned that particular decision to start the trial de novo or afresh. It went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court endorsed or affirmed the Court of Appeal decision. So now they are back at the High Court, and then the trial is progressing. So the 7th defense witness for businessman Saidu Agungo is expected. Already, both prosecution and Dr. Stephen Okonopuni, after calling 10 witnesses, have also closed their cases. And so we'll know more in relation to this very case today.
Very well. Thank you very much, Murtala Inusa.
And just before, the bench bank.
Yes, Bench Bank case.
The case.
You mentioned that. Yes, that will also be in court today.
Absolutely. So it is looking more likely that 61 witnesses will not happen, because at the last court sitting, we had the 21st and 22nd witnesses come to court. And interestingly, prosecution did not cross-examine them when they testify. And the substance of their testimony was to the effect that they came to confirm to the court that they sold properties to the bench group. So in relation to the charges, to come and say that yes, the more monies in relation to some of the counts or charges that were preferred against the accused persons went into the personal pocket of the accused person. But of course, they purchased property from them and they paid them duly. So today, the 23rd witness is expected to be in court before Justice Ifya Sewa Sariboche to testify. I know that at the end of this month, but precisely 31st of July, the legal vacation ends. As a legal vacation, this legal year ends. So the new legal year will begin, or the 2-month legal vacation will begin from the 1st of August. And the 1st of August, which day? Do you remember the day of 1st of August? Lanta?
Today is the 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd
of July.
1st of August will be a Thursday. It's a Thursday. So a week. So we have about 9 days more to the legal vacation. So that is what is expected to happen. Of course, some of the cases that we will chance on as and when we chance them around the courts.
All right. Thank you, Murtala Inusa.
Thank you, Lantam, and have a great day.
Always a pleasure having you here in the studio, updating us with the cases that will be coming up in our courts. And it brings the time to 8:17 a.m. Of course, you know you're still listening to The Morning Star here on Star 103.5 FM.